loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. We're going to start with the primer for this look, and I'm using NYX Marshmallow primer. This was my first time using this primer. It's pretty good, I like it, but it's really not for oily skin. It did made my face a little dewy and it gave me a little bit of illumination, which I personally didn't mind because I have a very dry skin. But if you have a oily skin, this might not be for you. For foundation, I'm using my two favorite foundations. They're both from L'Oreal. It's a Pro Glow and Total Coverage Infallible. And I just mixed both of these, and I'm going to apply this with a foundation brush first. I feel like if you're looking for a full coverage, the brush gives you much more full coverage than the sponge. You can definitely go over with the sponge to take any excess product off if you did apply way too much. Or you just want a little bit more smoother finish, you can definitely go ahead and apply do a bit of a damp sponge all over your foundation, as I'm doing it right now. For my under eye concealing, I'm using matte concealer from Nars Cosmetics. This is becoming my favorite concealer because I have a very dry under eye area and it tend to get greased very quickly, but this particular concealer is not creasing as quickly as I used others. And I used the shade Ginger for my under eye concealing, which is very close to my skin tone, so it gives me the perfect coverage before I go with my brightening concealer. Now I'm just basically taking a brush and putting the concealer on the inner corner of my eyes too, so I just cover my blueness around my inner corner of my eye. For contour and bronzer kind of thing, I'm using my nude stick all over face stick, and this one is in shade Sun Kissed. This is my favorite nude stick from this is my favorite stick from Nude Stick because it has a perfect amount of warmth and perfect amount of ashiness to give you both contour and bronzer look without applying too much product or too many products. So I've just did my whole contour routine with the same product. This particular stick you can use on your eyes, your lips, everywhere basically on your face. Is super duper nice. And I'm just doing my nose contour. For my nose contour, I don't have a one particular technique. My whole idea is when I'm doing my nose contour, I like to make it slightly slimmer. For my second concealer, I'm using Tarte Cosmetics Hydro Concealer, and this one is in shade M3. This one is again very close to my natural skin tone, hence the reason I'm applying this first. And I'm gonna go with a Rare Beauty concealer now, and I'm only gonna apply this on the inner corner of my eye and of course the bridge of my nose, and everywhere else I want my face to be a little bit more brightened. And I'm also applying this concealer on the end of my eyes to give my face that lifted look. The Tarte Cosmetic concealer is good as well. The only reason I didn't apply that all over my face because, as I said, it's very close to my skin tone again, and it's gonna give me the coverage, but it's not gonna give me that brightening effect, which Rare Beauty concealer is 2 shades lighter than my own skin tone, and it gives me the perfect amount of brightening. As you can see, I'm blending everything with my beauty blender, and I also like to use my fingers a lot when I'm doing my makeup, because with the warmth of your fingers, the makeup literally melts into your skin, and you don't tend to get a lot of creases afterwards. So use as much as possible your hands, your fingers. They're really good. They're the best tool. For blush, I'm using Nars Cosmetics liquid blush in shade Dolce Vi Ta, I believe. I filmed this look a couple of weeks ago now, and actually filmed it for Instagram, and I just thought it's a really good look. I should share it on YouTube too, hence the reason it's in a bit of a off format. But hope you guys don't mind about that. Now I'm just blending the blush with a brush first and going over with my beauty blender. It's just going over with my beauty blender where on the foundation side. So anywhere if I feel like I have too much blush, I go over with the foundation side, and it just really calms everything down and makes it really nice and natural looking finish. For my glow, I'm using Wonder Beauty Glowtion highlighter and highlighter liquid glow kind of duo, and this is only available in one shade. I'm applying the cream part with the brush first because I feel like it gives you much better finish when you apply the cream blushes with, or cream highlighters with brushes, because it goes right into your skin. And this one is so beautiful, especially for Asian skin tones. It's so stunning. To set my under eye area, I'm going to use my Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder because it is so fine and really lightweight, and it doesn't crease. It doesn't make your under eye area even more heavy and like or give you more opportunity to get crease. For rest of my face, I'm using MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix powder. This one is in shade C 3.5. Now I really want to point this out. The MAC Studio Fix powder is a very heavy powder. If you do apply it all over your face, it is going to give you extra coverage for sure, but it is going to make your face or your makeup look a slightly more on a heavier side. For the bronzer, I'm using Hourglass bronzer, and I'm only applying it a very small amount just on the areas where I need it, because I already did the cream bronzer, so I don't need that much. I'm just literally applying it where I need it and where I want a little bit more warmth. And I'm also using the same concealer to do my, or same bronzer to do my nose contour. I always set my nose contour with the powder as well. I feel like if you just leave it with the cream, it did give you the shape and everything, but after applying all the powders and all the other products, sometimes you lose that shape. For my brows, I'm going to use Benefit's Goof Proof brow powder, or poof brow powder, and this one is number 5, and I'm using Benefit brow brush to apply this. I love using powder sometime because it gives you more option to manipulate with product, and when I don't need that much of a filling and everything, I always like to go with powder. And that particular day, I just had my brows done a day before, so I had a perfect shape and all that anyway, so I didn't need it much of a work. For my eye primer, I'm using P. Louise base, and this one is in shade Rumor 01. This is a pretty lighter I think this one is the 1 or 3 4, maybe the third one on their lightest side, but I wanted my eye base to be super light because of the shades I'm going with. Now this eye look was a little bit of an experiment. I started with the Fenty Beauty liquid liner in shade white, as you can see, and I wanted to create a wing, which I did, but then I started filling the wing with a Suva Beauty white what is that, hydro liners, which you activated with water. It was okay, but then I had to go with the Fenty to make it look more bright, and then at one point it became pretty patchy and everything, and you will see I will just actually covered most of the outer part of my eye later with a different shade, and the look turned out to be pretty good at the end. For the gold color, I've used 24 karat eyeshadow from Huda Beauty original eyeshadow palette, the first one she ever came out with, and also picked up the dark brown shade, the shimmer shade from the same palette, and just kind of packed it on where all the patchy white was, so it gives me a kind of really nice definition. Now I picked up the really nice terracotta shade from the palette, and I just did my lower lash line to give a little bit more dimension to this whole eye, and I used the pencil brush to do that. The same shade, a very tiny amount on the tip of my eyeshadow brush, I just applied it in my crease. curled my lashes using my Kevin Kwan curler, which is my favorite color. And for the mascara, I'm using Ela Beauty mascara. This one is a clean beauty mascara. It's a limitless lash mascara. It's so beautiful. It's stunning. For lashes, I'm actually using my own lashes, my own brand, and this one is in style Let It Be. And I will be posting a video very soon showing you all the styles I'm coming out with and how you can purchase them and all that stuff. So for my upper waterline or upper lash line, I'm using the Urban Decay actually dark brown shade for brows, and for the waterline I'm using ColourPop gel eyeliner and pencil, and this one is in shade white, as you can see. For my lip liner, I use MAC Cosmetics lip liner in shade Spice, and I just line my lips. I don't like to overline my lips or anything. I just pretty much keep the shape of my lips. I only do a slight little overline on my cupid bow, because I have a bit of a issue with my cupid bow. One side is much more higher than the other side. And for my lipstick, I'm gonna use a Rare Beauty Gratitude lip balm, and this is in shade Thankful. Absolutely stunning shade, especially for Asian skin tones. Oh my god, you can see yourself, it's so beautiful. And I topped this up with Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk gloss, and set everything with Dominic Cosmetic Ultra Hydrating Primer. Hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in comment section below. Love you, bye.